So, hello, thank you. First, I would like to thank you so much for the opportunity to show my work here today. My name is Kelly Konings, and I'm a recent master graduate of the Swedish School of Textiles at the University of Borås. I'm specializing in textile design and more specifically in jacquard weaving and whole garment weaving. So my design work, Hybrid Forms of Dressing, explores the relationship between textile and fashion, making through whole garment weaving. The structure of the weave, the jacquard patterns, the yarns and colors, they have the ability to link the textile to the garment, materializing the interdependency of the two. One cannot exist without the other. In the current situation between the relationship between textile and fashion, textile are often considered after the making of the silhouette of the garment, making that the textile designer and the textile making process functions as an invisible backbone of the fashion industry. In my work, I like to show that both the textile making and the garment making, that they can coexist in an equal manner. My work is based on a series of experiments related to the components of jacquard weaving, local yarns and weaving constructions in a layering system. The woven textiles, they can be transformed from a 2D textile and worn as a 3D garment. Draped and folded onto the body, these whole garment woven textiles, they urge the viewer to rethink the relationship between a textile and a garment, proposing a new and a holistic way of designing and making textile and garments locally. So besides the silhouette of the garment, also details such as gradients, fringes, flower patterns, destroyed details, but also stitching and labeling, they have been woven into the textile in one go. Inspired by distinct garment archetypes and personal expressions of dress, the emotional bond we form with certain garments, the memory of touch, the soft hand feel of the old hand-knitted sweater, a worn-out collar on a shirt. The collection is based on well-known garment archetypes, such as a denim, the knitted sweater, the suit, the party dress, and a winter coat. Reimagining these archetypes into 2D woven textiles. The textiles, they consist of typical weaving constructions that fit with each garment archetype, such as a herringbone twill for a winter coat, a brocade satin for the party dress, and here you can see a pinstripe crepe for the suiting. Also a mix of patterns together, they show how like an old patchwork of an old vintage coat could look like as a 2D textile. The textiles, they have been woven with natural yarn, such as local wool, deadstock wool, and waste linen yarn on a cotton warp. For example, this winter coat, it was made with deadstock wool from the interior design company Textile that is normally used for tufting rugs. And for the knitwear look sweater and the boots, they are inspired by cable knitted socks. Local wool has been used in its natural color. The wool is gathered at farms around Sweden and gently washed and processed on the island of Gotland, using different rib constructions and cord bindings to mimic this kind of cable knitted pattern. So I would like to conclude my presentation to show that my weaving work, it aims to propose a new and holistic way of designing, but also making novel textiles and garments locally, and to show that both the textile can be incorporated in the final design of a garment, where a textile designer and a fashion designer could also work together before that not only the textiles are used after the garment has already been designed. So, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Kelly.